So, I generally had a good day today, and I feel that there are things that you guys can take away from this video, whoever happens to watch this, and take away from the 10 tips I have to have a good and productive day, or to have close to a productive day as I've had. So, I'm going to be sharing these 10 tips. These are things that I generally just took away from the day happening today thus far, and I feel that there is value in me sharing about these things because I'm sure everybody wants to always have a good day or match up or have close to a great day. And I feel that, with what I took away from today, that you guys can take away to have a great day or to have as close to a great day. So I thought that would be the video that I put out today, and I thought that it would be a good topic to talk about. Tip number 1, have something to do at the start of the day. I had an orientation to be at 8 in the morning surrounding an internship that I've been doing, talking about my experience, and being surrounded by interns who were also at this internship who were also sharing about their experience. So generally, the whole idea of knowing that it was going to be in the morning, that I had to wake up early at like 6 a.m. for this, that I had to get ready, take a shower, dress up for it, eat breakfast throughout it to have energy throughout the day. Essentially I had to get ready for this and prepare for this. And this was something that made me think, with this in mind, this is something that's starting off my day. So I think that generally having something that you could start your day off with, whether it's things like school or work or things that you're just doing on your own time, such as working out or studying, being able to have something that you're doing at the start of your day and starts off your day on a productive note, I feel that's important, and I feel like that really helps you to have the momentum throughout the rest of the day. Tip number 2 is to be content with your feelings throughout the day. We aren't going to necessarily feel confident all the time or feel happy throughout the day all the time. We're going to have thoughts that come in, we're going to have distractions that come in throughout the day, and it's important that we take time to really understand these feelings. So I feel that it's important to be aware of where you are in the present moment and understand your feelings that come up. Understand if you feel nervous throughout the day. Understand if you feel happy in this very moment. Just be very conscious about what you are feeling. And be very conscious about your subconscious as well. Because you're going to have thoughts that just come out randomly throughout the day. And you want to take part in understanding where that thought came from. Essentially, being hyper aware is going to lead you to have an upper edge on your mind. And being able to have you just generally come to acceptance of who you are in this very moment. So I say take away being able to be content with where you are in the present moment throughout the day. Tip number 3, take small actions throughout the day. Small things will automatically bring the momentum into you doing something greater. For me, waking up in the morning, I had to literally get out of bed. For me to not be able to put so much energy onto external sources, I had to literally do the simple thing of not looking at notifications once I turned off my alarm on my phone. So, you definitely want to take small achievable things that will ultimately lead you to doing more things throughout the day. So take this away in your life. If you are trying to improve your social skills, literally talking to your mom or your dad, or talking to a friend, or talking to a cashier and being able to say, hey, I want coffee, do you guys have coffee? Literally the small action of asking a question can lead to a big array of things around you, a big array of possibilities. Alongside with achieving things and taking action on something, sometimes we're going to be taking big actions. We're not really necessarily going to be perfect in achieving it. We're going to have distractions come our way. I think an important thing to take away is to have structure. Have a plan that will ultimately lead you to commit to what you are doing. Fill this structure up with small steps that you can ultimately achieve throughout the day so that you're able to complete something, a project, if you will, and you're able to realize that you took the time to do these small steps every day that ultimately led to the result. This ultimately leads to, if you're trying to have a social life or a friend group, take the time to meet people and text people and surround yourself with events for yourself, and generally be outgoing and generally just have an exciting life, so that you're able to have that one party you throw and everybody is there. Have structure throughout your life, and essentially have structure throughout your day. Do these little things that can lead to you having a great day. Tip number 4 is to take time to reflect. I think it's important to be able to always kind of really take in everything. You don't want to necessarily always be like flooding your mind with like, oh, I gotta do this, and this. So I think it's important that we really take time to really learn about what happened throughout the day and be able to really be understanding of what we can take away from the day to move for the rest of the day. Meditating is a great way to do this. Journaling is a great way to do this. I literally just journaled right before I even recorded this. Really take in everything that happened today and really be able to consciously take in what happened and really think about it and understand it and be with it, you know what I mean? So go with the flow of the day. Take time to go with the flow with how the day has been and really understand what the day has been like for you. I think a big thing as well, and this is the next tip, which is number 5, right? Number 5 is to surround yourself with things that inspire you, make you motivated. It's important to be able to be aware of what you're surrounding yourself with. You know, if you're on Instagram, is that the best way to be spending your time of the day? Looking at other people having the best day of their lives or the best time of their lives? But pay attention to your life and still do the tasks that you need to do to be able to know that your day is great. I'm not going to be perfect because I was on Instagram a couple of times, but I was only to be able to follow the people that I was networking with. So I saw it in a different perspective rather than just looking at and scrolling, whatever. And a catalyst to that, right? Once you notice what's making your day great or you feel motivated, take the time to use that motivation to your advantage. I decided to record this video because I had a good day and I wanted to really share and provide value to, having a good day. So the same thing can apply to if you feel motivated to work out or something like that. Literally go down the floor, not on your knees, you dirty bastard. Literally go down and do 10 push-ups that moment. Or probably go to the gym and actually stick yourself to a workout plan and you become a bodybuilder and then you're like Mr. Olympia or something. And whatever you learned in that moment that made you productive, utilize that structure. Like I said, structure really is going to help you execute things. So utilize the structure you had, the plan, to be able to execute that, and the principles that made you be able to do something, to even commit to doing push-ups, whatever the case may be, to recognize the value that makes you do something that you enjoy, to stick to something that you had motivation in that moment, to have discipline for it, essentially. And generally, I feel like a lot of what I'm sharing is just that I had a good day, and I feel that, and this is number 6, is have a theme of the day. Know what your day is going to be about. The whole day was about my final day of my internship and being able to utilize this time to really wrap up everything. So that was already kind of the catalyst of the day for me having to go to a meeting for that and stuff. I feel like for tomorrow it could be that I'm going to try to be productive throughout, the beginning of the day, making sure I have this going on, that going on. Generally, I have a focus of, hey, I'm trying to get this portion of the day done, which is getting my homework done, running, working out, journaling, reflecting throughout the day. Once you have an idea of what your day is going to be like, follow in those footsteps to make that day match to the idea of the day or the theme of the day. After you took time to really understand what made the day great, like I am doing right now, I'm gonna be basically essentially doing some homework I gotta get done, and then I have to eat because I'm hungry like crazy, and then I have to essentially you know, kind of like get ready for bed. I have to go to sleep. But I'm going to reward myself for the day as well, to be honest. Kind of congratulate myself for the day I've had. Enjoy yourself. Know that you got throughout the day, it's like 8 p.m., you did all this productive stuff. You got your homework done, you met people, you talked to the girl you like. And now you can kind of relax and take everything in. Watch a movie. I wouldn't say scroll on Instagram, but if you want to, scroll on it. But be aware and conscious of what you're looking at. Know that you had a good day, and you could really relive the fruits of your labor, essentially. And then you have to go to bed and know that you have to do this all over again. Structure your day surrounding those like small steps, and have the priorities that you're going to have throughout tomorrow to be able to commit to those things and be able to know that this is on your to-do list. So write that all down literally the day before tomorrow, and write down small steps for you to be able to complete those tasks. Prepare, write about tomorrow, what you're going to do tomorrow, the actionable steps, the small steps you're going to take to complete those steps. And, you know, brush your teeth for bed, dress up in bed, listen to some slow, lo-fi dubstep music. Essentially start to relax, and then you fall asleep, set your alarm, and then you're ready to sleep, and then you gotta do this all over again. And then you could hopefully have good days that happen. Hopefully. I think a big thing to take away is that not every day is going to be the best day, like today for me at least. There are going to be days that are just generally going to be rough, and it's not going to be easy sometimes. Like before, and it's cliche to say at this point, but life is like a fucking roller coaster. And you have to be okay with the day panning out the way that it does. Sometimes things just aren't going to click right. But this is where taking advantage of how you feel comes into play. When you can accept how the day is and what's happening to you, and you can understand your feelings and everything, that's when your life changes. That's when you can have a great day. Is realizing that you don't have control over everything. You know, you're going to be uncertain about things, but it's important to know that you don't have control over everything. And once you're aware of what you're not in control of, then you could fully be free. Tackle the things that you can control. And ultimately do your best, because that's what life is about, right? We're all trying to do our best to find meaning in this weird world we live in. If you don't have control, take control. And that is about it. I hope this video wasn't too long. I wanted to be straight to the point about this. I generally went through a bad day where I was putting a lot of energy towards things that were outside of me, and I wasn't really focusing on me specifically. Share down in the comments if you guys are interested to learn about what I had through a bad day and what I took away from it as well. And generally share down in the comments tips that you guys have. There's always something to learn from in our good days and bad days. There's always something to learn from life, period. So do with that what you will, and yeah, I just thought I would share that. I hope that this was something of value to whoever watched this. Appreciate you watching me to begin with. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time in the next video.